Hello, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to our Mercer County Fair question and answers. Just kind of giving you guys an update of what the next couple months is going to look like with the potential fair coming up. I have Chris Coates, Vice President, with me here, Cara, Muhlenkamp, Fair Manager, and Ryan Fennig, President. So we're just kind of going to go through things. Give you guys some information, like I said, on what things are going to look at. We've been getting a lot of questions on, is the fair going to happen? Is this going to happen? How are things going to look? So we're just giving you an insight of what we've been working on and what we're kind of envisioning things look like. So first things first is our reverse raffle. We canceled that back in March. We have set a date of June 20th. Our intent is to hold it in the multi-purpose building, not in the junior fair building for this year. One reason is we would have more space, that we would be able to space everybody out, give everybody more room, and hold the reverse raffle as normal as we have in the past. If we are not able to do that, we have talked about still having the reverse raffle, but potentially having it virtual, where we still do the drawing. Instead of auctioning off some of the prizes, we just donate and act like door prizes and draw out prizes and potentially give those away to the ticket holders. Also, the meal, we would still provide the meal, but it would be a pickup meal. So you would pick it up, take it home, and then later that evening we would have the reverse raffle, live on maybe Facebook that everybody would be able to watch and see. So those are just some of the ideas that we are working on for the reverse raffle. And really, we're trying to give this as much time as we can. So we're going to wait until like 2 weeks before the 20th. Mm-hmm. So, around that June 10th, 7th time frame, is when we're going to actually release and say, hey, this is how we're going to do it. But we just wanted to let you guys know that we are going to do the reverse raffle in some fashion. I believe at this point in time we're working on a mailing. Yes. That will go out to the potential ticket holders.
Yes, you should have it by the end of the week, basically saying exactly what we just explained here. And I think the biggest thing is we want to provide entertainment for our community, but we want to be doing it in a safe respect, but also hopefully holding out as long as we possibly can and enjoying this event to the maximum capacity that we can have it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hopefully we can have this as a big celebration that maybe we can all get back together in some sort of fashion. Like I said, we're not sure what that looks like 100% at this point in time, but it's we're definitely gonna have a reverse raffle in some fashion.
Yes.
So. After the reverse raffle, of course, we're moving on to the fair. So we've had a lot of questions with, livestock. Do I go out and purchase my livestock? Are we going to have a fair? So the last week, 10 days, the fair board has really dug into other alternatives for having our fair. So our hope is that we have the fair like normal. And by normal, I mean we're here August 14th through the 20th. We've got our camping, our livestock, our rides, our vendors. That is our hope. Now, we know that's probably going to look a little different. There's going to be more hand sanitizer stations out. Yes. There's going to be cleaning heavily traffic areas more often. Yep. Spacing things out. So we have our social distancing guidelines. So, we've been working on that. Mm-hmm. And on the back side of things, we're planning for the what-ifs that could potentially come down the pike.
A lot of scenarios.
Yes, a lot of scenarios. But back to the junior fair, I know we put a video out a couple weeks ago basically stating that you will show. So, our hope is that the livestock is here all week and we do everything as normal. But if not, plan B is to at least have the junior fair livestock come in and show for one day and then would leave. That's plan B. Plan C is if we're not able to do that, we've been looking into virtual shows that we would potentially, you would submit a 60 to 90 second video of your livestock at home, send it in. We would have a judge that would basically view the video and break it down and have class winners and grand and reserves just like we always have, except it would be virtual. So
the show would actually have commentary.
Yep.
And it would not only be just the judge giving his opinion, but there's also commentary from different broadcasting hosts, basically, is I guess what we would call them.
Yep, we've reached out to a couple different platforms that are currently hosting these virtual shows and have had discussions with them. So trust me, guys, I'm a livestock guy, and I want to make this as great for you guys as I possibly can. I mean, by no means am I going to shut the book and raise my hands and say, too bad, it's just not going to happen.
It's not an option.
That's not an option.
Nope.
It's not going to happen. So some way, somehow, you're going to show your livestock. It may not be like it always has been. It may be virtual, but you will show your livestock. And by no means when I say this am I saying that, we're not going to have a fair, because that's not the case. We're fully intent and working every day to having the fair as normal. So just wanting to let you guys know there's options that are out there. We've even looked into online auction for having an auction still for the junior fair kids that are able to sell. So like I said, we're looking into all avenues of trying to still provide you the livestock fair show experience just like we always have. So may not look the same, it may not feel the same, but we're going to try and make everything as close to normal as possible.
I know that some of the families have expressed some hesitancy because of the end of life of the animal, and they don't want to necessarily take it back to the farm, and that's why we're working so hard on the livestock auction portion of things, and trying to make sure that we have that outlet for you all, and to be able to provide an opportunity for these kids to, I guess,
complete their
project and be able to hopefully put some money in the savings and build it for next year's project.
Yep, definitely. So we're not giving up on that side of things. Like I said, we're going to keep plugging away, and as things change, we're going to adapt and make it the best that we can. So with that, I think Cara is going to discuss a little bit more about what the rest of the fair could potentially look like.
So one of the important factors of the fair would be fair food, and that's been something that's very important for our industry is our concessionaires, and a lot of those individuals might be local here, and they really depend on that income from the week of the fair. And then there's also the concessionaires that travel to our fair specifically to provide those treats to us each year. And it's important that we support those individuals. So if we would have to, we would still like to try to do a drive-through scenario where our vendors could still come in, set up, and then, you as fair patrons would come into the grounds. We would ask you to stay in your vehicle, but we would set up a drive-through scenario where you could go in and get your elephant ear, your hopefully a sandwich or whatever that treat is that you guys just can't live without, and hopefully we can support those nonprofits and those concessionaires that come into our area. That's, a very important thing to us. Hopefully, they can come in through the weekend and it not just be one day, because, I would want food more than one day, I guess. So that'd be important to me. So the concert, everybody wants to know about the concert. We are working extremely hard to create social distancing. I'm going to be honest with you all. It is a wonderful thing to have a sellout concert, but when you have a sellout concert and you have to create social distancing, it creates some challenges. So we are looking at various scenarios of how we can create that, whether it be opening up some areas on the track and getting some large screens in there so that those individuals that are concerned with the social distancing requirements, and maybe it is they come and are able to sit in that area and watch it on a screen potentially if need be. We are looking at all different alternatives, ideas of ways that we can do things, and just trying to make the best out of a not normal situation here. But right now, we're full steam ahead. We are planning, we are getting everything ready, and it's our intent to have a concert and actually have two fantastic concerts. We're still selling concert tickets to the For King and Country concert, and we're excited about two great nights.
Definitely. Yeah.
Anything to add with that?
I think you did a pretty good job of covering it. We're, like I said, Cara and Tessie and Courtney and Rachel, and the whole board, everybody's just really we're trying to plan 2, if not 3 fairs. There's fair as normal, there's plan B fair, and there's plan C fair. So trust me when I say, this group is putting the time in and putting the effort in, because we want to offer a fair. The community needs it. We need it. It's a great thing just for the area of hopefully we can all get together and celebrate, some sort of normalcy again. I know we're all ready to get back to it.
Yes.
So I know Chris has got some things he was going to talk about with the demo derby and tractor pulls.
Yep. So on August 18th is our tractor pull hosted by Dark County Tractor Pullers, and we are doing everything we can to make sure this goes on. We're willing to have the event without spectators and try to live stream it. We are looking at additional seating areas. I know talking to some of the local pullers, they're still pretty excited. They want to put on the best show that they can for the crowd. They want to see a crowd.
We do too.
they're all about the crowd this year. They really want to see a full grandstand, so we're trying everything we can to make sure that happens. But if we can't, we're more than willing to live stream it.
And I know, just maybe to give them a little teaser, there is some potential extra for the tractor pull this year.
Yep.
If we're able to, do everything like normal and get the tractor pull in and people on the grounds, we've got a little extra for the tractor pull this year. So that'll be a little teaser for you. So.
And then on August 20th is our famous demo derby that never disappoints. So we're more than willing to do the same things. I'm talking to people right now about live streaming it, and we've got our famous announcer ready to go. He's more than willing to do whatever it takes to make sure the show goes on. We're tired of seeing shows get canceled. There's been enough cancellations, and it'd be a shame to cancel one of the best ones around. So
get those cars ready, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Grandstand events.
Yeah. Along with, it's the same thing. We're looking at any way to have our grandstands events. So any possible way, with or without spectators, we're trying anything and everything.
I guess a main thing for this, the week of the fair, if we are not able to go on as normal, we don't plan to set idle. We don't plan to not have anything going on. We're going to have activities. It may not look the same, but we're going to remain positive and we're still going to have fun. We're going to provide entertainment and have a good time.
I say we set a goal and make the infield with derby cars look like it used to back in the good old days. Let's fill it up.
That'd be good. And then I guess kind of the last piece for the fair would be our still projects. So that'd be your fine arts, household, ag, floral, those different projects. You know, we're looking at different ideas, whether or not you would still bring in your items. They would be judged. We would set up a time for you to bring them in and then come back and pick them up should you desire. There's also an option of submitting photos. So we're looking at all different ways that we can still go through with all of this. You know, there's a lot of details that we're still working out, and unfortunately it may be last minute details that we work out, but you know, bear with us and we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna
get through it.
Do something. We'll get through it one way or another. That's what we do. The
big thing to take away from this is you know, us as a board, you know, we look at this as we provide a service. We provide a service of entertainment and community. And we're still trying to offer that, no matter how it may look or feel. It may not look and feel normal, but we're still trying to provide that entertainment, provide that service of community. And we can't say enough about our community support. I mean, our community has been behind us 110% as far as sponsorships and anything that we need. And still to this day, if you've got an idea of how to help out with some of these things, don't be afraid to reach out. We're always open for ideas and suggestions along the way, because, you know, I think a lot of us are kind of, it's day to day and things are changing day to day. I know Cara and I talk about things in the morning and by 4 o'clock it's scratch that idea, we're moving on to this. So we just wanted to get this out to you of what things may potentially look like. Don't give up. Keep going, because we're going to have a fair August 14th through the 20th. So we hope to see you guys all there.
We're going to have a roaring good time.
Roaring good time. That's the theme for the years, the roaring good time, the roaring 20s.
Roaring 20s, yes.
Gotcha. So thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And like I said, if you've got ideas, throw them this way. We're open. We're open for anything. So thank you. Stay safe, and we'll see you August 14th through the 20th.